You haven't heard of Misfits of Science? Oh my god. Here's a little bit of history about that. It's a series that was in America, but over here it was advertised as a film. The pilot was actually a film, and I don't even think we ever got the series. But if you don't remember it, it's an 80s thing. You had a guy in there who could like touch the back of his neck and shrink down like Ant-Man can. But the guy that was on the left, he was he could fire lightning bolts at his hand. And I always remember there was a police standoff and he's singing Johnny Be Good by blasting them with lightning bolts out of his hands. Pretty impressive. They all got like superpowers. But yeah, Misfits of Science. You've not heard of that? Wow. I was going to put some pretty obscure things in there. I was looking, I was trying to think of things that I saw from the 80s. There was another one, a really weird one with Leslie Ash. It was made in Britain, but you wouldn't think it. It was Chico the Rainmaker. Do you remember that? I think it was also called The Boy with Two Heads. If you haven't seen that, it's going to drive you nuts. It's the most freakiest thing you're ever going to see. But well done, anyway, to Alex Webster, I believe it was. You got that today, so it's all good. I am completely bunged down with a cold at the moment. So happy St. Patrick's Day for all my Irish friends out there. I haven't got a Guinness, so I thought I'd try a double stout. Wow, it's strong. It's really strong, so I don't know if I'm going to get through the stream without, like, you know, all over the place. I could have dyed the workshop here green. No one's heard of Misfits of Science? Oh my god. You need to try and just watch the pilot episode and you'll see it's brilliant. It's what superhero a cluster superhero thing should be before cluster superhero became a thing, if that makes sense. Oh, we're all good. We've got a merch on the map tonight, which is good. I'm just scrolling up actually. You know what? I don't think. Stand by. I'm just looking. Stand by. I'm looking. I don't think. I don't think Christian from Grantham's in here tonight. So I'm not doing the jingle. That's thrown me off. Okay, we've got a merch on the map tonight, and for that, as luck would have it, why is that over there? Let's move that over there. We're off to Dublin, over in Ireland. Now we're going to a place called Rush, which is northeast of there. There it is, Rush, and we have got Adrian Donahue. And there's Adrian wearing a Knight Rider shirt. And as you can see, the Knight Rider shirt, it has got standby at the bottom. I deliberately put that in there because I'm always saying standby. But people say to me, I should make a standby shirt. So I am in the process of doing that. So thank you, Adrian. You've got yourself on the map. And it was uncanny that it's over in Dublin. I think that's pretty good. Pretty special. How the devil is everyone? Now, it looks like tonight I'm having problems with my chat again. So I'm hoping things are going to be okay with that. But we will see. I'm going to keep my eye on it. Should be good. Joseph Stanley, any new model builds coming to the channel? Well, yes, we've got a couple. Obviously, we've got the Lamborghini Miura, which is coming soon. So we get that on the channel. IXO Collections, the Volvo. I'm going to be building the Volvo. So that's coming to the channel. Obviously, we've got the the Agora Models Titanic coming in May. That's free. I've got the Poacher bike, which I started building today, but the video's not going to be ready this week. So again, that's going to be probably Monday or Tuesday next week. What else? I think that's it at the moment. But we do have trials. We have got trials at the moment. And there's another trial out, which everyone and his dog emailed me about. And that was the Batmobile. So let me, the Batmobile, I say that. It's the Tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy series. So that looks like that. I think this is a pretty impressive looking model. Now, this is only going to be a trial at the moment, but I think this looks really good. Now, I'll be interested if this comes out when Eaglemoss's 1966 Batmobile comes out. So, not sure about that, but let's have a quick look down here. It's out in France at the moment, but as you can see, this is a UK or Partwork site. Free gifts there, mugs. A die-cast model in a little tiny case there. With your first delivery, we get issue 2 for free, a bat shirt, and what's that, a binder. Front wheels with extra grip, nice thick front wheels. What else does it say? Let's try and click on the rear tyres with deep tread, turbine engine with sound effects, bodywork with stealth design, gull wing doors open and close. And that'd be nice if they can stay open, not like the DeLorean. Cockpit with control panel, steering console and radar board, and front tyres of extra grip. And we can win £50 of Amazon vouchers if we take a survey. That's always a clear sign that that's a trial. And go premium, you'd also get some tin poster types for the Detective Comics there. Interesting, huh? Now, I don't know. Let me go back to the main camera. I don't know where this is going to be on trial in the UK, even if it is on trial in the UK at the moment. I haven't got a clue. But we'll have to see. It's definitely on trial in the in France at the moment, because I've seen some of the themes. So that's good. That's coming. Now, another thing, before I get onto the chat, and I promise I will get onto the chat, as you can see here, I've been doing a lot of the plaques. Now, the plaques were done for the legacy customers, legacy peeps who helped build this workshop, and they're going up there. But also, if you want to get a plaque up there on Partwork Upgrades at the moment, I'm now raising money for the UK Parkinson's charity. So these are the ones that I've done so far. So Phil, if you're watching, you've got your plaque. That will be going up soon. Jeff Tomer, your one's done. That's coming up soon. Craig, are you in here tonight? Simflord, your one's done. That'll be going up soon. Les Patrick, I don't know if you're in here. There you go. It's Hachette Partworks, Alex, the Tumblr. Callum Southern. I've been really on it today. You can see this, haven't you? And then Dave Wilson. Okay. Now, if you're wondering, where's my plaque? Okay. I'm going to read the list out quickly of the order they're going to be going in. Okay. Peter, Robert, Ian, and Julie. Yours are going to be last because I'm having yours at the top in a slightly bigger wood. Okay, but we've got Keith Teasdale, Anthony Oates, Jimmy Jones, Craig Jackson, Alan Davis, Tom Di Giacomo, Werner Verwain, Dave Cleary, Mike Hipperson, Jeffrey Fink, Adam Mallison, Ian's World of Models, Nick Barmer, Wayne Weatherwax, Barry Passingham, Matt Taylor, Mikes, John Hay, Vern Gibbs, White Glove Models, Alan McLaughlin, Donald Grissom, Jason Rutland, Rick Slezak, Andrew James, Wayne Bushby, Shane Gunning, Dr. Inferno, Ashley Robinson, Richard Turnbull, Kev Pritchard, Marcel, William and Victoria Dickey, Adrian Dowden, Eddie MN, David Washington, Richard Ayres, Nigel Tingy, Nigel, I've seen you in here tonight, Anonymous, Thomas Parker, Scott Mitchell, Dash Riptide, House in the Forest, Christopher Colson, another Anonymous, James and Liam, Alex McDonald, Peter Cummins, Dylan Kilgore, Paul Jordan, Keith Sinclair, Brian McDonald, another Anonymous, Dallas Hay, Tony Abraham, Terry Martin, Kevin Bloxham, Darren Anderson, Patrick Broder, Stuart Downing, Patrick Doy, Wayne Brickles, Andy Cochran, Corey Mitchell, Richard Heatherly, Kevin Stevenson, John Fairweather, Lucas, Philip Trott, Ian Knights, David Phillips, Craig Rice, Jay's Channel, Scotsman, Christopher Schaaf, Marvel PHX, Robin Fall, Paul Bell, Orson Cart, Matthew Tucker, Chris Morris, Chris Murphy. God, there's a lot. Steve131, James Robertson, Dave John Markey, Michael1098, Elena Michael Green, and Joe Wadmore. They're the ones that I'm still to print. So you see, I've got my work cut out there. I think it's 95 still to do. But I did how many did I do today? 1, 2, 3, 4. I managed to do 6 today. So that wasn't too bad, was it? You're just happy that you have the biggest font on the wall. It's whatever font that I've got to do. Yeah, you see where you are in the list now. That's the order list, Nigel. So that's where it's going to be printed up. But yeah, if you wanted to do the plaque, if you want your name up there and add to my workload, let me just go to Part Work Upgrades and just show you Part Work Upgrades. There we go. So if I click over to the maps here, this is the Part Work Upgrades website. All you got to do is click on this one here, fundraising. So if I click on that, and it will take you to getting your plaque on the wall, and you can donate whatever you want. I said that's all going to the Parkinson's charity. As I said, my dad's in the late stages of Parkinson's now, and we supported the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's charity last year when we built the workshop. So I wanted to do something for the UK charity this year. So that's what we're doing. It's all good. You can say it's a Marvel Phoenix if it's easier. I keep saying Marvel PHX. Is that what it means, Phoenix? I wasn't aware of that. I just knew. Well, Todd, who is Marvel PHX, he oh god, what have I just done? 1 second. Stand by. Okay. I've gone and deleted something I shouldn't have. 1 second. I'm sure I can rectify this. Yep, it's got to be there. Then if I go over here, oops, scroll to the bottom. Right, so Todd, who is Marvel Phoenix, which I should now call you, he sent me a link earlier, and I'm putting it in chat there now. So that's going to pop up on the screen. He's actually done a light test on, is that an Arduino? Or is that a Raspberry Pi or something? It looked like an Arduino for the Enterprise build, and it is really impressive. So after the stream, or during the stream, or just bookmark it, that is the web link there. Absolutely brilliant. I only just got a chance to see it just before the stream started. And yeah, it looks so impressive, Todd. Yeah, I've got that to come. I'm still working on the panels for the Enterprise. I just want to give you an idea of one of the ones I've done. Now, I've done this one. Welcome to the channel, DCC-LXXV11 in Roman numerals. But this I have done like the atrium. Everyone's telling me it should be like a bluish colour. So as you can see, it's now a bluish colour. But this is all the resin parts again, ready to go in. I'm still about, I say a quarter of the way through, but I have done bits like this already because I just wanted to see how that will come out. But you can see it's perfectly flat on there. It looks really cool. So that's how that's going. So I think, just looking around, I think I'm caught up. The only other thing is tomorrow, we're going to be having the Bismarck Pack 12 going up on the channel. I'll warn you now, it's 2 hours long. It's a 2 hour long video and there's no rigging in it. So you remember I did the live stream where I was having a great deal of problems with the crane, and I haven't even attempted the second crane. So I'm going to do that as a separate video and the rigging as a third video. So there's still going to be 2 videos to come, but it does mean that this week I've done 3 kind of completion videos. So the Cobra, the Peugeot 205, and then the Bismarck. But yeah, 2 hours. I do say at the start, you know, you can either skip chapters or stick it on and go sleep. A lot of people use my voice as some sort of ASMR to go to sleep with. Große aus Berlin, Wayne. Oh, guten Abend, Axel. Wie geht es dir? Hi from Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. Hello, Sheldon. How's it going? Are you coming to Birmingham the end of the month for MegaCon? No, Mike. I'm going to be in Birmingham on the... Oh, stand by. When am I in... I don't know when I'm in Birmingham. I'm in Birmingham. That's in Birmingham, UK, by the way. Oh, God, my computer's playing up today. Right, okay. So I'm in Birmingham from Thursday the 14th of April. And I'm there all the way to Thursday the 18th of April. I'm at the Insomnia Gaming Festival at the NEC. So there you go. And I'm staying around the Balsall Common area, if you know that area. So going to have some fun, leaving Mrs. Wayne alone for 5 days. She's already making my life hard about that. So it's the Arduino Uno. Oh, right, okie dokie. And an offset board. It looks very good. Very good. San Antonio. Is that where you are, Troy? You know what? I'm going to... I don't know where that is. San Antonio. Stand by. Oh, it's in Texas. Oh, right, okay, cool. I've been to Texas. But only Houston. And I'm off to Dallas in May. But only for the airport. What happened to your Thunderbird 2? Well, Jenny, I finished the Thunderbird 2. And then all the support vehicles? God, this is really strong stuff. All the support vehicles for it, someone wanted. So I gave all the support vehicles away except for Thunderbird 4 because that was inside the pod. And then I said to Mrs. Wayne, you know what? I'm not going to be keeping this Thunderbird because it's not really my thing, the Jerry Anderson. I do like Thunderbirds, but not as much to keep them. And I just had great joy building the model. So I sold it. And I think I sold it for £90. I think that's what it was. I didn't want a lot for it. I mean, it was really part of that I realised I don't really want... I enjoy building the models. That's why I'm going to be giving away the next one. So when the next R2-D2's done, I'll be giving that away. The Porsche 917, I'll be giving that away. The Bismarck's already going to a museum anyway, so we're all good. The resin, you know what? The more I've done it, SA Hawks, the better it's getting. Todd, I said Marvel Phoenix. I'm going to keep calling you that now. If you... make sure it's cured on this side first. You're not going to have any problem with tape sticking. That's what I was originally having. The bubbles I sorted out straight away, but the tape sticking became a problem until I realised how long you have to actually cure this on the outside. So, but yeah, really happy with that. I have done a demonstration on the Patreon channel, actually. So, hi, Helder in here. Hello, Helder. How's it going? For your information, if you want flashing at 2 different rates, let me know to help you. It can be done on a single Arduino, but not using the delay function. Yeah, no, I know it can be done using... I know how to do that. The problem is that I want... There's going to be... there's going to be 2 things that are blinking at different rates, which I can do. But I want it to power 2 different things at the same time as well. So I know how to do it without using delays. It's sort of like a loop and a counter system, so it knows how far it's going through. But we'll see. I'm going to amend the code that I've got anyway, because I was originally thinking that the beacon would be flashing the same time as the navigation lights. But if you're not a patron, last night I was talking about this. I said I want the way that I want my lights to work is the beacon flashes, and then the navigations flash longer. And I was doing my happy hand, so it was like, duh, duh. That's how it's going to go, like a plane. I forgot the DeLorean. Did I? Oops. Are you going to do more on the Spitfire? Twig Wonder Kid? No, because I've got up to issue 98 here now. We've been told to hold off and not build past issue 93. Issue 91 and 92, I believe, is putting another battery box in and a little control board, which I've done. Just to test the power supply on that, but I'm not going to continue. There's no point in building up on it if they do end up changing that PCB board. So I'm going to wait till I get to 100, see what the solution is, and then I'll probably just do a massive build all in one go. I did it with the Eleanor, I think 8 stages, and I did it with the Peugeot 205, so I might just do it with the Spitfire. And then obviously the next 20 stages after issue 100 is the diorama. But then in issue 98, we have got the little pilot for the cockpit. So the pilot is not part of the diorama extras. It's part of the actual build. Birmingham, Alabama's under 18 inches of water at the moment. That's not good. We're having some freaky weather at the moment. You know what? My kids live in Essex, and they've had blue skies all day today. We had blue skies, and then it just went really murky earlier on. But it's been really cold, really cold. Sark over in the islands down there, 46 cases of COVID. I didn't even think we're tracking that anymore, Philip. I didn't know COVID was a thing. I did do a COVID test when my head filled up and got me cold, but I'm fine. I haven't got COVID. I've had it at the beginning of the year. But then I read a report today that some people are getting it 3 and 4 times. So who knows? Stay a week. You want to move there. Troy, if I had my way, I'll be doing a complete tour of the UK, US. I said I'm doing a little mini tour in May with Washington, Raleigh, Williamsburg, Kentucky, Dallas, LA. I've already been to Florida and New York, Minnesota. So, yeah, and Vegas. Yeah, I'm slowly putting pegs in the map. Think of all the note. Don't encourage her, Philip. We've had this conversation, me and Mrs. Wayne. I keep getting books turning up through the post again, which is quite unnerving. Hello, Keith Derry. D'Agostini now have the victory up on its site. Now you're going to contact them and start the build from scratch. I don't know. To be honest with you, at the moment, Keith, probably not, because I'm building the Titanic. But I'm late with getting my Titanic delivery. I don't know what's happening there. And we're meant to be getting 5 stages each issue. But for some reason, I got issue 1 and I only received 4 stages, which doesn't make any sense to me. So what's happened? Issue 2 come out and I only got 4 stages. So I'm like 1 behind. And when the next delivery comes out, I've got 4 stages. So now I'm 2 behind. So what's going to happen in the 5th delivery, if you're sticking with this and understand the maths, I'm going to get a book, but I won't have any parts to build from it because I'm in arrears. So hopefully we can solve that tomorrow and see what the problem is. The R2 I will be giving away, Mike. I'm not quite sure how I'm doing it yet, but I can only do it in the UK. I feel really bad about that because postage to America would be a nightmare. Or even Australia would be a nightmare. And then I wouldn't be able to put the batteries in it because you can't post those sort of batteries. They're pretty funny about that. Yeah, the tape will stick to unkilled resin. Got to make sure the outside is nice and hard. Yeah, definitely. Even though that tape is a low tack, it will stick. So what I've been doing, if it has stuck, just get your thumb and rub it like that until it comes off. You remember how you used to do that on the palm of your hands and then your skin would come off? Yeah, it's that sort of thing. That gets rid of it, but it's a pain in the neck if you don't get it right. But it's not the end of the world if you don't get it right, so. Let me know when you get to Dallas. I think you'll be flying in a deal. Well, we're coming from Kentucky. Coming from Louisville to Dallas, so it's an internal flight. I haven't got a clue where we'll be coming in. I've only ever been to Houston, so I've never been to Dallas, to be honest with you. Hello, Bruce. How's it going? You sent me a package out last week. I sent it to your home address. No, that's perfect, Gunny. No problems at all. I'll get it. Although the post has been a bit funny lately, so all good. Hello, Kevin Pritchard. How's it going? Look forward next in the Ghostbusters build. Well, I haven't received anything for that either, but the next part is we're going to be finishing the gurney, and then we're going to be starting the roof rack. Now, I've had another couple of people, is when I tested all the lights for this, I didn't test my top lights because we weren't asked to connect to them yet. So I'm guessing you connect them up there and then you press the headlight button, or there's a button inside which should start those sirens going, and they should light up because we did have to do a test way back just to make sure those lights come on. So I'm hoping they work, but I don't know yet. I'll see. I believe that the colour blinking lights from starboard and port, they don't blink at the same time, but I can be wrong. I don't know. You've got me there. I think I'm trying to make it look like a plane. Believe it or not. I just think it would look weird if you've got them blinking like that. I love this happy hands, I'll tell you. Jazz hands. If the navigation lights are blinking like that, and you've got the beacon light on top doing this, I just think it'll get too busy. I'd like it to be a bit more uniform. That's my OCD, I think. That's playing up there. I mean, you can do what you want with it, to be honest with you. So it's, but I'm trying to think that because I really want to have it powered all the time. So wherever it is, I'd like it to be lit and the lights flashing. But we'll see. We'll see. It's your birthday today. Oh, happy birthday, Mapuck. I hope I've got your name right. Look, happy birthday. 57 years old. You're young. 57's the new 17. Oh, bless you. So let me think. You've just missed out on Aries, haven't you? You're the one before Aries when it comes to star sign. I don't know what that is, but I know Aries is from like the 21st of March onwards. Because wait a minute, I should know this. Pisces. You're Pisces because my mum's a Pisces and she's just had her birthday. What's the date today? Right, so I've got a brother whose birthday's in the 19th and another brother whose birthday's on the 30th. Bless. All this birthday talk. It's been sunny in Cheshire today. It must just be Corby then. You know what? Talking about Birmingham and Wolverhampton, I don't think I've ever been to Birmingham or Wolverhampton where the weather's been nice. Every time I go there, it's always a black cloud over the place. Hopefully it's not like that when I'm at the Insomnia Gaming Festival. On the studio models, the formation nav lights did not blink, only the top and bottom beacons, and nod to aviation lighting methods. I think I want mine blinking. I think it would be too static if they're just lit up. But again, you do what you want. I just want it to look a bit more animated. We'll have to see. Your boss has had COVID 3 times now. I've had it once at the beginning of the year. And that's it. But I mean, after Monday, sorry I didn't do the live stream last Thursday. Last week was a write-off. Obviously, I had an anaphylactic incident on Monday with some penicillin. So I was in hospital. I battled on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think we did a live stream Tuesday and I did a Patreon stream Wednesday. And then my voice just gave up because my throat had sort of crushed on Monday. So there was nothing happening for the rest of the week. So you'll notice there wasn't another video up from Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. And then we came on Monday. My voice is still a little bit delicate, and then I've come down with this head cold. So, what is it? It must be March. It's the Ides of March. That's what it is. So we'll have to see if that's going to clear itself up. But I'd rather be ill now than when I'm in America. Sheldon Martin, we were planning that because, as a matter of fact, my brother and his wife have just come over from Canada. They live in Ottawa, and they're here for 2 weeks. They actually go back next week, I think. Yeah, I think it's next week. Although my brother's now flown on to Australia. But yeah, we wanted to get to Ottawa because that's where they're living at the moment. And need to come to Knoxville, Tennessee. Check out the Smoky Mountains. That sounds nice. I'd like to go to Colorado as well and see the Rockies. I love mountains. I'm a sucker for mountains and lakes. And I keep getting Instagram pictures of the Swiss lakes. So... it's a place to go. If anyone saw my plaster and my injuries, look, the reason that board got reset was because of that. It's getting better now. But that was caused from the bolt on my shed not opening properly. And a lot of people suggested WD-40 and oil, which I've done, and it's fixed the problem. But stupid me, I caught it about 3 times. So, you know, if you don't learn the first time, you know, oh well. If you don't learn the second time, it's your fault. If you don't learn the first time, you're just stupid. You want some good food? Come to Louisiana. I've heard your Cajun stuff down there is really nice. I do like the old Cajun chicken, I have to say. You have both the power mods installed, by the way. Rootmaster working good. Can't test the Spitfires, you know. Those power mods are excellent. But I've got a Rootmaster to build here, actually. But today I did receive the next 4 issues of the Knight Rider. And I've got the next 4 issues of the Iron Man as well. That got delivered today. Oh, that's a month earlier than Bergdis. Because you were planning on May, wasn't you? So that's good news. If you can move in April. Be good for the new financial year. Did everyone hear what happened with P&O today? The ferry company that runs between Dover and Calais. They basically just sacked all their members of staff. And they're going to replace them with agency staff. And obviously, it's one of these fire and rehire things they're talking about. The employees were disgruntled for it. And some of them didn't actually committed mutiny on the ship. And it's a captain's prerogative who comes on the ship. So they couldn't get the captain off. I think he's still there. He won't leave the ship. That was an amazing story. I do like stories like that, but my heart goes out to them. They got notified by a video call, I think it was, a 4-minute video call saying your service is no longer needed and you'll get redundancy. And that's that. Wow. We're tracking it as a major outbreak in Sark. I don't understand why we're following it anymore, Philip. There's nothing we can do. So it's crazy. That's why I'm so glad that Scotland and stuff are now taking the mask mandate out. British Airways, you don't have to wear a mask on their flights anymore. All I need is for them to say that I don't have to take an antigen or a PCR test when I fly to America, because that's going to cost us like £50 each, I think, for me and Mrs. Rhoda Wayne. I will be giving it away, yes, TK421, when it's finished. That's the second one I'm building, not my original one there. No one will want that anyway, because I beat it up big time. I wanted to make it a bit more warning. So, you've got the Hachette Lancaster? Really? Oh my God. That's really rare, James, you know. A lot of people want that to be re-released. Yep, just like you, Eggman Studios. I've received mine. I haven't done it. There don't look to be that much in it, to be honest with you. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, I had to see that. You'd love a body of a 40-year-old, but can't run fast enough these days to catch one. Oh, bless. The GTI looks good on the shelf. It does, doesn't it? I want to get the Cobra down here. I was mentioning it in today's video, but once the Ecto's gone from there, that's probably what I'm going to put there, the Cobra. But in the meantime, you know something else is going to come out. I don't know what. Because, you know, you're going to find probably May time, part works are going to go up again. You're going to see a lot of new releases. Obviously, we've got IXO collections as well with the Subaru soon. God knows when that's coming out, the Impreza. Wow. I've got a whole garage thing coming on. I'll tell you, 1 or 2 1.8 cars. I thought, oh, there's too many cars on the channel, but I've just got the bug. It's like having I'm curating my own car museum. It's amazing. It's quite a nice hobby, actually. It was an unattended accidental hobby that I've got. Silly question. It's been since before the first of the year, that. What's that, Mike Beam? Mike Beam. Sorry, I missed the last comment. What were we on about? I'm intrigued. Silly question. It's been since before the first of the year, that. I don't know what you mean. And Mrs. Wearaway sat for a cup of tea and Phoebe has just stuck her tongue in it and lapped it up. Yeah, you see. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, like yesterday's stream, you know, when you didn't boil a kettle. Hello, Kaylin. How's it going? Mr. Ian? Ian's off to Gates this week. Ian, I'm in Gates next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend. So, you received anything from Eagle Moss Enterprise? Have they stopped manufacturing? Mike, I have. I've got up to issue, let me think, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got up to issue 18, but obviously I'm holding off building it until I've done the frame. And I am doing my own thing for it, so I don't know what parts and stuff I'm going to be using for it. But once again, check out, if I put it in chat again, check out Marvel. Is that your video? I hope it is. Marvel Phoenix is what he's doing with his one. Some of the nacelle booting up lights. It's just an amazing video. I will be watching it in detail once the stream's finished, Todd. So, have you got the 3 red light down either side of the shuttle bay doors? No, Raymond, not yet. I want to get the saucer done, then I'll worry about the lights afterwards. But if I was going to do that, I'll be using micro SMDs, pretty much the same ones I used in the ET spaceship in the rocket at the bottom. I use really tiny ones for a ring of 15 of them, but they would have to be tiny. Any smaller, and you're looking at optic fiber. So... At least she didn't down in it. Yeah, well, she's normally forget my injuries of that one. That's me burnt finger that I did the other day. I mean, how many times has this ball been reset in the last 3 weeks? I could have added scolding to that if she throws that over me. I'm getting there, Paul. I've really got a really stuffy nose. That's the only thing. So I can't say plum jam properly. Iman Mubasha watching from Sasasa. I don't know where that is. Just so you know, anyone who's chatting to me on Facebook, I'm not going to be able to see a message on Facebook. For some reason, it's malfunctioning. So I can see all chat messages from Twitch and YouTube, but at the moment, I can't see anything from Facebook. So I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see the messages. Oh, your name's Marcus. Right, I can remember that. I've got a friend called Marcus, so I can remember that. Come to the sunny south. How far south are we talking, Lee? Are we talking Pompey? That's probably where I'm going next. Pompey and the Isle of Wight. Back in action. I should be in Dallas for at least one of the Warbirds events. Drop by. Might leave the swap meet with a new toy. I got Sprueverse with me. I don't know how long we're down in there. I don't. I think we're only there for a couple of hours. Hello, Gary. How's it going? Wait, if 57 is a new 17, that makes me 14 years old, and I will go through that again. You're as old as you feel, Gary. At the moment, I feel like 80. So, yeah. Can you believe, David JM? My dog drinks drinks tea. Typical English dog. I did put a picture up of her on the social media channels. She was smiling at me, which was unnerving. You're Wolverhampton, Adrian. Whereabouts in Wolverhampton are you, Adrian? I'll let you know. All of my relatives lived either in Wensfield or down the Nayshell Lane and the Willenhall Road. So I know Wolverhampton very well because all my relatives live there. Although the Nayshell pub's no longer there. Saying that. So it has changed. Every time I go back there, it's changed. I think the Manda Centre's still there, though, isn't it? It's been a long time. Long time. Wayne, did I send you the pic of the Mustang on her shoes? No. Yeah, you might have. You might have, Troy. I'm trying to think. You might have. Thinking about it. In space, do blinking lights actually do anything? Pretty pointless, really. Yeah, it's a good point. Because in space, obviously, in Star Trek, all the ships are meeting each other, like, you know, on this plane. But how would they know which is the right way up? They could all be upside down for all they know. Oh, bless. Wayne, yesterday you saw a pre. What's a pre? It's never sunny in Brum. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it sunny in Birmingham. I even went to the Christmas market about 4 years ago and it was raining. February and March have been mostly constant snowstorm. Bergdish, you know what? Again, you remember I told you that I love lakes, I love mountains, and Instagram seems to know that. And they keep posting stuff to me with lakes and mountains in it. They had some place, you probably know it. It's in the south side, I believe, of Iceland, where it's a waterfall that you've got a path walking around. You can walk around this waterfall. It looks really nice. You must know what I'm on about because apparently everyone goes to visit it. But yeah, I started to think, ooh, I want to go there. You want to visit Denver on a little motor scooter? Ooh. Well, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne has said I can get that bike that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just saving up and I'm going to get myself an electric bike, which only goes 30 miles an hour. But, you know, that'll do me. It'll get me around Corby. Because Mrs. Rhoda Wayne nicks the car, you see. So we did have 2 cars at one time, but in this day and age, it's getting way too expensive, especially with the price of gas at, like, you know, $10 a gallon at the moment. Or what is it? £1.99 a litre for diesel. You're supposed to get pack 32 of the Ecto one this week, but payment went back into the bank. Enough. Yeah, I think that's been delayed again, Anthony. But I see I had notification that the Titanic had been sent out, and I received the Eleanor and the Enterprise, but I never received any Titanic, so don't know. But remember, they did have some sort of stock check going on. Was that last week? I think. Not sure. Gosh, spelling. The Rockies are wonderful in autumn when the leaves change. All I know about the Rockies, Ed, is what I've seen from the film Dumb and Dumber. That's it. But I want to go to Aspen. Because of that film, I want to go to Aspen. Oh my God, my 11-year-old Akita just man-belched in my ear. What's an Akita? Google is my friend. Oh, you got an Akita? Oh, right, I know what they are. God, they're lovely dogs. Ah, I love them. Now I know what an Akita is. By Wayne, I'm waiting for my third pack of the 1-800. We're all good in Colorado. Yeah, are you in Colorado, David? All my Colorado fans have come out now. Hello, Robert. Wayne, what was the boot? What was in the boot of the? It was the. I don't know if I've got one here. I wonder what happened to it. It was the little mini screwdriver we had for the Bismarck with a blue handle. That was what was in there. And people did notice on the Peugeot 205 that my washer had came out at the back. I actually knew it had come out, and I put it right here. as saving, and I did all the filming. I came back in. I'm like, oh damn it, I've got to put it in. So it is in the car now. So there's nothing missing on the car. But yeah, I did forget to put the washer bottle in at the end. Used to live in Jersey in the 70s. I'd love to go to one of the Channel Islands. I promised Mrs. World Wayne to get her to Guernsey at one time. We watched that the Guernsey potato peel, I don't know, book reading society thing. And I think she fell in love with the place, even though I don't even think it was filmed there. What's this? Pre-order for Airwolf at 118 scale. Really? Ooh, a lot of people have that. That would be a great part work. We're still trying to figure out what one. It's got to be a 1/2 scale figure. Could be on the Agora model site. Now I saw someone build a 1/1, so a full scale model of Ed 209. I'd love to see Ed 209. That would be something iconic that I think needs to be built. I mean, we've got the Robocop already with Hachette. We've got the Alien. I'm just trying to think of other things that might have some sort of, not just a static model, something that can actually do something and manipulate. And that's the only thing that keeps springing to mind. Either that or an iconic robot from, I don't know, Robbie the Robot or something. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. If you're traveling in space at the speed of light, then turn. No, the lights, would they do anything? That's true. That's true. I can't understand all those physics questions. I've got my physics question. I'm sure I've mentioned this in streams before. Is that if I had a bit of string which couldn't break, and I held it in this hand, and then I got someone to carry it completely on a longitudinal line all the way around the Earth, and then I held it in this hand, and I made sure it was tight, as tight as I could get it. Now I know the weight of the string, I could probably never push it, but let's pretend I'm Superman. If I was to pull this side, push this side, would this hand do that? Theoretically, I can't see why it wouldn't. Around the Earth. Oh, that starts some arguments, I tell you. What's this? Howard. I'm gonna find your thing today, Howard, before I go. There we go. Look. Thank you for that, Howard. Here's my late for cover for Wayne swearing yesterday. I wasn't swearing that much. I said nipple probably far too many times than I should have. But I think I was doing quite well. I don't know. If I was getting frustrated, then I probably wouldn't have known. I probably wouldn't have known at all that I'm swearing until you peeps tell me. Oh, bless. That is crazy. I've never known a company to do that, Hilda. And I was reading the news today, just shaking my head. And when they showed the video of the guy, 4 minutes, just telling they ain't got a job no more. Mad. The masks remain in Scotland, Wayne. Really? Ooh. What do you know about Islam? Very little, to be honest with you, man. The only things I knew about Islam is when I worked in Barking and Wood Green. I was the guy that had to cover the shop floor when Eid was around and Ramadan. But I'm very uneducated, unfortunately. Super impressive, definitely. If I only had the money to buy the full kit, I would save money. Shelby Cobra. That's true. So a lot of these things are coming out in full kit. We did wonder, would people prefer a part work to have the option to buy it in one full kit? See, I don't know how many people have got that much money up front. For me, it's more beneficial to break it down. I get overwhelmed if I've got too much in one space. But just breaking it down, you don't really realise you're spending that much money. Wayne, you ever built the Poacher Lamborghini Aventador? No, I haven't. I haven't even seen it back in action. I've got a Poacher kit here for the Ducati, though, to build. So I'm sure once that's built, I will... I'm going to be probably jumping into the Poacher. I didn't realise they were owned by Hornby Models, though. That was a new thing for me. They haven't stopped production. No, I don't know. What's the latest... Mike, actually, I'll put this out to everybody. What is the latest issue people have got of the Enterprise at the moment? Now, I've got 18, I think. So is anyone past 18? I wonder. I don't know. If you don't want the Explorer spaceship, no, I had to chuck it. Amy, have you not got a 3D printer? Because this is from Jeffrey Fink, and this is available as an STL file on the Partwork Upgrade site. If you didn't want to 3D print it and you want a resin one, the Randy Cooper, if you do a search for Randy Cooper, he's got one as well, which is actually bigger than that one. And that's made out of resin. He's based in America. You've got to issue, so you're on issue 13 of the Enterprise. Right, okay. You're building the Messerschmitt. Wow, I bet that looks good as well. You're a separate parliament to Guernsey, Channel Islands and the British Isles, but not the UK. I don't understand how they work down there. You haven't had anything for the Ecto 1 for 4 months. I understood that they've changed the distributor or something. I haven't got a clue. I believe I've got a contact with Eagle Moss tomorrow. So tomorrow morning. So hopefully we might know what's going on. I haven't got a clue, to be honest with you. I think it's, I'm not feeling, I mean, I do feel sorry for peeps who aren't getting it, but because I've got so much to build at the moment, when things are delayed, I don't really notice. When these Enterprise came the other day, I just put them straight in the box because I knew that I weren't going to be touching them. But I will have to see. It's a tragedy. You can't say plum jam. It must be, yes, the tragedy. Yes, Philip. Sorry, it's not Sasa. It's Saudi. Oh, Saudi Arabia. Right, okay. I was way off. You know what? My brother-in-law, he was a teacher in Saudi. He was teaching. What was he teaching, Mrs. Welderwayne? He worked in the oil business. So was he teaching something to do with that? I'm guessing. I've got another friend who's a teacher in Dubai. All my friends are teachers. Wonder why that is. And I'm married to a teacher as well. Wow. Here's a small tip to help with a block. Use a cotton soaked with alcohol. Put it on the top of your nose, just above the opening will work. Really? I know. I used to use Sinex. Someone said about pushing here and then pulling out for like 10 seconds and it'll clear it. Yeah, that don't happen. That don't work. If not, yeah, definitely, Troy. I'll definitely see it there. Especially if you're at me, at Wayne Green or at Wilder Wayne, I will see it. Nothing here, Skywalker, although anything to do with Robocop is probably best to check out the Nexus site, Kevin. I don't know what number he's on. I think he must be on 18 or something now, issue 18. There we go. Yeah, that's the place. Seljalandfoss. That's the picture they showed me, and I was like, ooh, that looks nice. San Diego Comic Con is this year, but it's in July. I'm not going to be there. But you know what? It's on my bucket list as well. But you have to, don't you have to get lottery tickets to get entry in March? So, you know, we'll have to see. Although Sprueverse did say he might know how I could get some tickets for the San Diego Comic Con. So I'm not. It's not a write off. It's something that I am definitely going to be looking at. Definitely. Has there been any scooter part works? There has, Callum. But you know what? The I'm trying to think who did them. I really believe it was Hachette again. Hello. Oh, sorry. Okay. Alexa, stop. See, I'm enjoying myself here, and apparently I'm 20 minutes behind on chat. I will speed up. I promise. Oh dear. The Neil theory they're saying is that the flat Earth is spinning so fast, like a quarter on its side looks like it's round. I can't believe that I'm so behind on chat. It's because I'm talking about physics questions. If you tie a can on each end of the string, can you hear yourself from velocity? Theoretically, you can. Theoretically, you can. Shall I really blow your mind? You've got 18, 19 on the way, so I'm up to where everyone else is, and we're waiting for 19. Okay, that makes sense now then. The IXO has a Volvo. That's what's being sent to me, Kaylin. So that is coming to the channel, and it comes in a ginormous box, pretty much like what I've got for the bike down there. But it's all one complete kit. That one. It's not a part work. So it's all cool. Um, I'm just thinking of these physics questions now. I've got this another physics question. If everything's got an equal and if something oh god, this blows my mind. If you've got a train going this way and you've got a fly going this way, and the fly hits the train, then the fly momentarily has to stop and change direction to go with the train. So if that happens, theoretically, either the fly would go straight through the glass, which doesn't happen, or momentarily the train would have to stop while the fly is changing direction. And if you extrapolate that to air molecules, then theoretically the train never moves because they're always rebounding and stopping. Oh, wow, what is this stuff? Double snout. You're 44 and you still speak to your English teacher and you're head of it. I don't know any of my teachers. One of my teachers actually blew up at my college. I knew him at school and then he followed me to college and blew the college up. Lost his job. So, yeah, I never got to see him after that. So that place is 2 hours from Reykjavik. I can take you there. Easy, really. It looks a lovely place. Mrs. Worldaway, we need to go to Iceland. Iceland and stock up on the licorice. The amount of sweets you've got, I've finished those sweets, Bergdis now. They've all gone. But I'd say a good 75% of them were licorice. And I like licorice, so we're good. Dave Bassett, you're born in High Wycombe, Bucks, but have lived in Aylesbury, 17 mile north. So see, now I used to, because I used to work for Blockbusters, I used to get around all over the place. And one of my head offices were in High Wycombe. And I remember your Odeon Cinema there in High Wycombe as well. Question. If you had a cup on either end, yeah, I'm telling you, it would work. You stop the beer. You know, these are the random thoughts that I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and just wondering, you know, can giraffes lick their feet? You know what? It tastes stronger than it is. It's a really strong taste, but it's only 5.2% volume. But it tastes really irony, like Guinness. So yeah, that definitely. Game with Jacoby. Did you know that Iwata and another company made a model called the Architect? It's an impressive 1/3000 spacecraft in the shape of an Iwata airship. Ooh, that could be cool. I don't understand when people want to know the scale of things like spaceships. Because I'm like, you know, they're not real, right? So if someone was to say, you know, the Enterprise is actually a mile long, is that the basis that we go by? But then you get people arguing exactly how big the saucer section of the Enterprise is, and you're there going, it's not real. What's the scale? I don't know. Actually, with the Enterprise, you don't really get to see scale until Generations, really, I guess, isn't it? When the saucer section crashed on the planet and people were coming out and standing on it, you realised how big the actual thing was. For me, that's what it was as well. Oh yeah, no, definitely, Troy. Thank you. You finally saw Jaws, Kathy? Oh my god, that must be a moment. You know what? I'm envious of peeps who are seeing Jaws for the first time, who are seeing Indiana Jones and Star Wars for the first time. I wish I could do that. It's like reading a good book and then forgetting you've read it and having the chance to read it all over again. God, if I was to read Lord of the Rings for the first time again. All the blockbusters you closed up, have you driven them? Yeah. I've been everywhere for the blockbusters over here. See, I was a buyer and an area manager for quite a few areas, mainly from the south. So I've been all the way down from Portsmouth to Gravesend. I never got to American blockbusters. I can't even remember the guy who used to run it. His name was Wayne, wasn't it? Wayne Heisinger or something? I don't know. Can't remember. But I remember Blockbusters at the time I was there was owned by Viacom, so it was part of the Paramount family. Use cans of a long piece of string when I was a kid, put it tight, you could talk. You can still do that now, Edward. It's probably better than some of the mobile connections we get at the moment. Nigel, you're 60 in May. Oh, bless. So that makes you like 20 then. I've got a little way. Actually, my brother's 60 in next year. So It's getting there. But does everyone notice that it seems like every year you get older, it goes quicker? I don't know what that's all about. Pretty crazy. Enterprise isn't a mile long. Star Destroyer is just over a mile long. Enterprise is a lot smaller. How do you know that, Philip, though? How big's Red Dwarf? As a matter of fact, Spaceballs. How big is that ship at the start of Spaceballs? In miles, say. Does anyone know definitively what it is? Yes, Mrs. Wayne. God, you actually admitted you're 50. Last time I said that, I thought I was getting into trouble. Mrs. Wayne is 50 in December. There are a couple of YouTube videos about the different sizes of spaceships on one of the planets. Yeah, but David, that's someone's opinion. That's not you can't. There's no basis to say that's how big it is, because remember these are just fought up. These spaceships, they're just fought up. You're 33. We got some young'uns in here. You know, my demographic for the channel is like 45 to 60. So, but I do have some 18-year-olds in here. Ah, you're a youngling, Robert. You heard Red Dwarf? Yeah, Crichton. We're talking about how big Red Dwarf actually is in miles. Seems it takes, what is it, 9 hours to get from like top to bottom deck or something in the lift? It's got to be ginormous. The Cygnus from the Black Hole's a big ship. No, it would be. Can you imagine building that as a model, though? I'd love to build it, but I think Lou Dalmassa was talking about the Cygnus. It's big, but it's I'd like it have to be ginormous for a model. It'd have to be ginormous. I'm talking Bismarck size, at least 1.25 meters. But in the Bismarck video that's coming out tomorrow, you will see me demonstrating everything working with the remote. So you haven't seen that yet. Every year takes longer, but that's because you're waiting to retire. You know what, though, Alex? The last 2 years just seems like a blink to me. I know we've had COVID and a pandemic, but I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. I've lost myself. You turned 50 in November. Wow. So, yeah, I'm 50 next year. July 4th next year, I will reach the big 50. Hopefully. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne says I won't get through next week the way I'm going at the moment, the amount of injuries I give myself. You're 81, Raymond. Wow. See, my mum was 80 2 days ago. Congratulations, Raymond. The ripe old age of 81. It's not old. It's not old. You're like 51. I think that's how it extrapolates now. You'll be getting your letter from the Queen too, Raymond. Oh, bless. That's amazing. That's probably thrown out my demographics then, Raymond. What about the Death Star to Belied? I don't know what you mean. How big is it? Mr. Star, hello Ian, how's it going? Who's bringing out the Batman tumbler? It's a Hachette part work trial at the moment in France, but they have got a UK website out. Whether it comes in the shops, I'm guessing it will somewhere as a trial. I do keep my eye on eBay with these trials because I don't know where they're going to pop up. You just turned 25. Oh, look, you're another young one. This item is massive 17-foot version of the Spaceball 1 ship created for the night. 17 foot, really? Oh, that's having good. The only thing about flat earthers have to fear itself. I've heard all these flat earthers have got members all over the globe. Not for the Queen. I won't accept her for a government head. Oh, well, if you get to 100 and you still know me, Raymond, I'm happy to endorse your birthday on this channel, if that's okay. How do I feel about the Ghostbusters car build going so far? Do you think it's going to take another year to complete? The way I haven't got a clue about when we get parts out. There isn't really much left to do. It's just the roof rack. I think the only problem I've got with that Ecto 1 build at the moment is that they made us put the lights on and then made us turn it upside down, which made no sense to me whatsoever. There must have been a better way that we could have attached them, even glue them into place, rather than screw them in place there. Because I broke every single one, bar one. Bar one. All three broke, so I ended up gluing them anyway. And that's with using protection that you saw in video. But no, there you go. I must be two. Oh, Callum, bless you. You're going to be 50. We're all turning 50 at the same time. See, this is why on the channel, this community is getting on so well. Because we kind of like the same stuff. We had the same sort of pop culture that we had. Even Raymond, you know, because of our parents, that I know about their pop culture as well. So it does all. That's probably why I've got such a big demographic between that age group. But there you go. It's all fun. Age is just a number anyway. It's not your age. It's your wisdom that counts. Do I remember reading Looking Mags? Not really, Adrian. I was a Whizzer and Chips sort of boy. I used to collect comics, so I didn't really like Beano. I had the Dandy, but I preferred Whizzer and Chips. But I remember looking. No, definitely. Is it that time of night? It's getting that time. Looking Mags, yeah, it's a blast from the past, isn't it? Eagle as well. I mentioned it to someone, the Eagle, Dan Dare and all of that. But the reissued one, not the old one. So when Doomlord was photos, not drawing. I used to like that. How much trouble would I get in for sending you a bottle of Texas-born whiskey? Yeah, people keep sending me rum, Troy. I've got enough rum to start my own distillery, I think. What normally happens, Troy, it gets sent here and I have to show my ID at the door to prove that I'm I'm not a youngling like you 45-year-olds. You prefer fish and chips. Was a big fan of 2000 AD. Wow. Warrior the Rovers was another one. Used to like the old football Warrior the Rovers. All good. But wow, look, that was a blast from the past, wasn't it? That's it for tonight. As I said, tomorrow you've got a 2-hour Bismarck video. That's going to be up for the weekend. I've got my kiddies here for the final weekend this weekend, so I'm going to be back on Monday. Monday, I'm probably going to start with the Knight Rider, which should mean I should have finished editing the what I've done on the first stage of the Ducati bike. So that's going to be coming on the channel soon. But listen, thanks for watching me tonight. Once again, I'm going to do my naked gun ending because I don't know when the stream shuts off. So take care of yourself. Take care of you. 5.2%. Take care of yourselves and of each other. See you later.